Yeah, I think EG has this one. Alchemist in an aggressive tri-lane potentially, where they pressure the PA. Alk, Tusk, and Keeper of the Light. I don't think you can ask for a better tri-lane. You can just park Tidehunter against the Beastmaster in a solo lane and say, like, I don't care. Like, I don't care what your boards are doing. I'm not taking any kind of damage. And I think that's what EG is going to do, and that's a recipe for success.
I think so. I'm seeing a draft from EG where they're getting their hands on the crit Tusk to open, and then as the final pick, you know, PSG.LGD, they're like, ooh, we've got to support Gyro, and then boom, EG's like, Arbed Void Spirit. You know, I know which draft finisher I prefer.
Are you ready?
Wait, are you?
Thank you very much. As let's see, obviously PSG.LGD having to do something a bit different to what they've been getting away with the wins that they've had so far. This game, we're seeing them bring out the PA, a hero, a carry that just, it hasn't been carrying games that cost.
No, I checked the Dota buff when they picked it. It has 22.22% win rate. It's a nice number, but it doesn't give you too much confidence in winning the game.
Now let's see if they can do something a little bit different. Obviously they've had to change it up after game one. Game one they were completely figured out.
30 seconds to battle.
They're trying a little bit of maybe an approach that Ethan may not prepared for. See, we have seen the support Gyro before. Maybe PSG.LGD are going to be able to do something different with it. Play aggressive enough and catch EG off guard. Fifth final pick, you've got to imagine that they do feel that there's some power to having it as their last reveal in the draft.
Secrets using the fist bump voice line. The first thing that comes to my mind is like shoulder bump.
Begins.
So yeah, back to the aggressive tri-lane. Like they have so much pressure. You have acid spray, you have a tag team. This is just like so much damage coming out from and the illuminate. Like I'm not sure. Okay, so they know something is up. They're gonna
change it.
They're gonna change it up.
Of course, Crit is going to lock soon, making sure that they're going to have to deal with the creeps meeting underneath the tower and maybe even give a chance for the tri-lane of EG to early aggressive move. See already, starting things over onto Fabian on TZ. Some body blocks. Playing play Fabian, just found any trouble cutting his way. But it is under the tower, so just a push out in EG's favor.
So they will keep an aggressive, like two heroes bottom. Tidehunter will need help. Like Innocence on the gyrocopter with the rocket. Once he hits level 2, Tidehunter is just not tanky enough, so they will need to help out Tidehunter. I don't think ISSI is, like lane is pushing in, so this is not too bad actually. Like ISSI is just using a salve and the one tango. He also wanted to go for Orb of Venom, but since he's not playing in 1 versus 1 scenario, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna get levels out of this lane, ISSI. I guess so the question is if EG are happy just giving Arme a free start. Arme on the PA, tied around, with Y able to come in each and every time with waves to push ISSI back. Arme should have free farm.
He should, but you know, Alchemist, if he's free farming, if he's getting the Battle Fury, his timing is just a bit stronger, a bit faster on that Battle Fury, and then you have this like window of opportunity to just go in and do stuff around the map, force them to take a fight. Jin Q wants to drag the creep wave.
Okay, we'll see Crit come over to deal with him as well as Fly.
Safe lane, dragging the creep wave. I don't think I've seen this before.
Let us
taking in it on a little bit of a tour.
Buckle up, taking you for a ride.
Be able to swing around, get a couple of creep lanes.
This is such a godly move from Jin Q here.
Double stacking the wave here to make sure that it pushes in onto Fabian. That Fabian's able to get the creep wave a bit closer to this tower again. Double wave coming out together. Crit coming up to the top, ready to start making some pulls and get Ice is laying in a bit of a better position for himself.
I don't think Alchemist dies on the bottom lane. They still have like kill potential possibly if PSG.LGD decides to go in deep. There is an acid spray at level 2. They have Illuminate. It's just so much damage. 16-second duration on acid spray at all levels is just so powerful, you can't stand in it. Arteezy drops it underneath the tower. Once enemy mid laner hits level 6, like you might need to be in the jungle. Like you can't stay on the bottom because there is a kill potential on you. It's not one of the best heroes to rotate. It's not like Puck with the coil. It's not one of the spirits that can just go in. It's a dead prophet with spirit siphon, so he might stay like 30 seconds, a minute longer on the bottom lane.
Seeing on this bottom lane as well, just an excellent amount of denying being done by Arteezy. See already a complete level between him and
Yeah, they're playing the bottom lane nicely. They go in, they push the wave, and then they pull it to the side.
Yes.
Much buckle in on this supply. Build up the Illuminate.
One more hit.
Arteezy. Puts out the acid spray. And that's going to be a first blood for Artur.
Maybe if it was the old patch, because right now it deals damage straight away. You know, before it needed a second to kick in for whatever reason. And now he got him. That's why I was so surprised that he actually just got a kill straight away.
It's going to get very hard for Fabian to really stay in. Q trying to do his best to push back Fly.
Not while I
And it's a kill here, Fly. Q quite able to commit. Fly able to get close enough to the tower, pop this out. Turn towards Arteezy, but Arteezy happens to stand his ground and punch back. He's got to back off.
And they just don't pressure Arteezy with Beastmaster and
hurry up.
you know, they have a lot of slows, but standing inside the acid spray, like you try to fight them, they're gonna just blast you. Now Crit is on the bottom lane, he's trying to secure the bounty.
70% for Y. Alright, also coming over.
Dire structures are fortified. Doom is
Pressure
on the
underneath the tower. You
wing.
see Fabian, he's having to play so scared. He's hiding in the trees. See over the bounce room, Crit able to pick it up before Xingqiu can grab it. The four bounce rooms tip for EG. Bottom lane, Fabian having
Radiant's
to
bottom
continue to
tower is
hide.
under
He's
attack.
got no regen.
There is
Salve's on the way out.
Yeah,
Arteezy
just
knows
hide.
this. He's hunting. Fabian's looking pretty dead here if they get vision of him. Crit coming over as well as Fabian. He needs help. He needs it now. Xingqiu's going to come over with the swashbuckle. Now Xingqiu's also put himself in a bit of a difficult position. Xingqiu is also... What's he going to live? Why can he get him? Salve's going to keep Q alive. So Xingqiu able to save himself.
Arteezy was like super afraid. I guess he did not want to get slowed down. Phase boots will be able to get him. With Pop the Fairy Fire, no need.
Xingqiu, Arteezy might be able to get him as well.
He has phase boots, he's just gonna run it down.
There we go, one more punch. Boom! Arteezy.
He gets a level 6 from that. Drops in a Ring of Health.
All right.
Oh, he has a Chemical Rage. This is just a disaster, this bottom lane. Keeper of the Light will come back. Keeper of the Light's level 4.5, 6 minutes in. You have...
Structures are fortified.
This is like a tri-lane from the start.
What's
And
happening
he's
in
level
this?
6.
Nothing to say. He's trying to get in onto Arbeb. We've got Crit and Fly coming in with a rotation. Arbeb following up. A little too low on the HP to get back in on this. We'll see the TP over from Eyesight Side. He does have Ravage good to go. This season comes along with the fight. And he's going to pop it straight away. Instantly with a TP and nothing to say. He was not expecting that at all. I mean, he sees the time TPing in. He just stands right on top of it. Eyesight Side just presses R and he's gone.
He was like, no way that he's gonna use a Ravage on me.
It's just like instantly.
That was shift Ravage. Like he was so ready for that.
Yeah,
The good thing for PSG.LGD is that Ame is having a much better game this time around. Like he's not being pressured, but as I said, Alchemist, the 2 points in Greedle's Greed, he is getting more farm, he's getting the kills.
Radiant's middle tower
0-1
is
on the
losing
Alchemist
its
at this point,
foundation.
and as we saw there some solo kills, solo XP really, as he was left to clean up Arteezy. It really doesn't get to be much of a better start for the Arteezy app.
They also have some stacks made. So when I talked about him being,
top.
you know, forced to get out of the lane, I don't think it should happen. Top lane, nothing safe. The rotation. Yeah, this should be dead tie. So he does not need to care about rotations, because if they go on him, he has a Chemical Rage, he can just free farm the lane.
To be honest, he's going to have to find some sort of way to...
Dire's middle tower
levels.
is learning to
Still
fear.
struggling to get anywhere close to
Radiant's
level
bottom
6.
tower is fading
A slow game for
fast.
getting the Roar online. Arbed was about maybe making the jump onto it. Might still do so.
Radiant's bottom
Back
tower
at the
is
smoke.
under
Big
attack.
sticking around. Arbed will be ready to close it. Straight off the Beastmaster, facing the answer for. They'll
In
further
and
push out
out.
his game.
Radiant's
The bottom tower
is
dropping
under
low,
attack.
Arteezy just getting
There
the
is
maximum
little it can
amount of
do.
farm, dragging the creep wave, farming both small camp and the
Radiant's bottom
creeps,
tower
and
is
also
under
putting some
attack.
pressure on the tower. Like, it just does not get better than this. Like, this is gonna be pre-10-minute Battle Fury.
Insane.
Radiant's bottom tower is fading
So
fast.
Arbed doing his best to
Dire's
keep
top
up.
tower is under
Pretty much the same
attack.
CS, but just not the same amount of kill involvement, of course. Doesn't have that Grievous bridge.
Radiant's
Farm
bottom
kills
tower
getting
is
slower.
now
Acceleration to Martini, especially with the tower getting taken as well.
Dire's
It's going to be
middle tower
insane.
is
Around the
under
mid lane.
attack.
Attempt onto Ice, goes the route. By his side, no further dive to be added by PSG.LGD. They'll look for the objective.
Dire's middle tower.
Arbed is swinging around from the side.
Radiant's courier.
Already wide. Get trapped. Came up onto the high ground, a little too far. Ice, quick, they'll turn towards him. Arbed in with the simulate. Ravage comes out as Ice tries to save himself. Arbed will be able to pick off one in the back lines, and that Ravage will stop. Nothing to say from being able to close the gap onto Ice.
They get the kill. Arteezy on the bottom lane, free farming, just needs one extra creep
Dire's middle
to finish
tower
off the
is
battle.
under
This might be the fastest
No,
battle.
it is
This
fast.
must be, you know, Noxus already typing in, like, let's see if this is it. Probably is, that's just my guess. And they've set up already a deep vision. Like, they have one observer ward scouting out the lane. Like, this ward on the bottom lane does not get rewarded. Like, there's no way that this gets rewarded. And also deep one, so like Arteezy is pretty set. Like, they wanted to set him up for a good game, and exactly what's happening.
Martini. Again, EG, their laning has just been, it's just been so good in all of the games we've seen. And good variety in the way that they've been doing it too. Very flexible, they're always ready to adapt to the opponent. Here against PSG.LGD, they set the lanes up just like in game one for them to really have this strong edge. And, they've really forced the advantage.
Oh, he didn't stack. Like, Dragon's tail was inside, so he didn't stack the Ancients, unfortunately.
Arbed. And around with white. Oh, nice little illusion rune there to dodge the missile. That'll allow Arbed to stay on target and take him down.
I don't know how you kill this guy. I just don't think... He's going for the casual Sanj type of a build, which I really like. That item is so good, giving damage, HP, status assist, self HP amplification.
I mean, the thing is as well, if last game was anything to go by, I don't know if PSG.LGD know how to kill Arbed at all. Last game, remember, he did not die. Ended the game 11-0-14, so continuing his deathless streak here in game 2.
You know what my biggest problem is with, like, Twitch chat? I don't know if it's a POG or if it's Komodo hype now. Like, I'm getting confused, because you can just see it, but you need to hover with your mouse over it to see what it actually is.
I mean,
Because, like, you don't know if it's a POG play or if it's, like, Komodo hype type of a play.
Radiant's
Or they're
bottom
referring to
tower is under
dragons.
attack. There is little it can do.
do like the dragon.
Now, dragons are pretty popular nowadays.
Mid lane. White. They're ready to back front. Not quite having the 6 on the gyro. Ice, he's got Ravage in a few seconds, so he's happy for them to go. They will, they'll commit him with the Exorcism. So I bet he's already been able to take down the PA. We'll see if EG want to try and bring over the rest of them to get a fight going mid. Trying to do their best to push. Nothing to say away from the tower whilst the Exorcism goes to work. They're still able to get in.
Dire's
Take
middle
down the
tower
tower.
has fallen. No tree
It's
shall
taken
ever
Ice.
grow there.
Still feeling relatively tanky with the hood, but of course the Exorcism, the damage still punching through it.
5k gold lead, 12 minutes in. Tidehunter does not like to play into that profit, because I've seen so many, like, Tide versus DP matchups where DP just runs him down, uses a Spirit Siphon, you cannot dispel that. With the Exorcism, you have enough speed to actually just run him down, and
tower is under
that might
attack.
force Ravage. This time around, like, they have so much also minus armor. The damage coming up from Tusk, let's say someone stands inside the acid spray with the gun, Crit can one-shot him.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like, Crit has been on, like, this guy is just amazing. You know, whenever he plays Tusk, he always goes for the same item build, which I already said, Drums of Endurance, and then gets a Blink Dagger, but he's so active with the hero. He snowball saves to dodge certain spells. Like, even on the mid lane, we saw it already. It's just amazing to watch. Fly also getting a ton of farm, has a fluffy hat. Going towards the Force Staff, which I really like. Great against the Beastmaster, push people out.
Pressure coming in our bed. He's able to sweep round and behind. As you anticipated as well, these wards that EG got down in the jungle of PSG.LGD, they're here for full duration.
Yeah, and they're not rewarding that, and they are controlling the jungle. Everyone else is playing, ranked, while Arteez is playing turbo mode in this game.
It certainly seems that when you look at his items already coming out. There's just no real way that Arme can keep up. PA, Arteez is now Alchemist.
Radiant's bottom tower is
ahead.
under attack.
And that difference growing with every single minute of farming. Full S&Y done. S&Y Battle Fury, 13 minutes in. The insane item time is continue to fly out for Arteez.
Like, even with the Battle Fury, Phantom
Dire's
Assassin
top
still does
tower
not
is under
farm as
attack.
much as
Fights for
Alchemist. He
its
almost
life.
has double the net worth at the moment. 14 minutes in, this is just insane.
Mid. We'll find Eyes alone, and with a good angle on the rolling thunder, GQ will have to lock down.
Go.
It did not take a prophet to see that coming.
One play that they could potentially do with the Exorcism, not this one, because they already lost some of the duration, is try to go in and sneak the Roshan. Both of these teams have a really good Rosh lineup. Like, next fight, whoever wins it could potentially go in. E.g., they need Tusk, they need the tag team to be able to do it. But with the Exorcism, with Phantom Assassin, Necro Goat from the Beastmaster, PSG.LGD, they also have enough damage.
Dire's middle tower
Especially
is under
if
attack.
they were able to wait as well. PSG.LGD really good Deso on PA. Chance at all. Of course, with the deficit that they're at right now compared to EG. In fact, EG do have a solid fight around the pit. It's not going to be something that they'll be able to just walk into. So, ready with the Ravage.
Precious bounty.
We'll take that.
Close to having a Yule Scepter done. A lot harder to get in and on. Zeke, time already out. Blink Dagger's done. Working on that PKB to make sure that himself will be fight ready.
He's still not joining, he's just farming, enjoys killing those creeps. Blink Dagger, S&Y. Like, they could potentially force a fight inside the pit. There's still a tier 1 tower standing on the mid lane.
With this blink reveal from Arteezy. Straight in. Yours is done. Take another stay on the way down. They count. Ravage pops immediately, leaving no
Zoning
chance.
Ravage, like, there was... maybe he was thinking, they will go from the trees because he didn't see anything.
Radiant's
Or
top
maybe he was...
tower is under attack.
I don't know,
The shadow
definitely not
encroaches
needed
on
Ravage
all.
there because they had the Tusk. But yeah, they will still get the tower
Radiant's
from
middle
it.
tower is under attack.
Lines drawn
It
on the
will fall
minimap.
like a ripe apple.
PSG.LGD, they seem so afraid.
Dire's hide has
Understandably
grown
so.
thick.
Now Arteezy's able to start claiming farm from PSG.LGD's triangle. Start to head up, maybe see if they can push him back. White. Picked up by Arme. Attempt to start something onto Fly. GQ. Now he's going to come into the Rolling Thunder. Oh, big crit. Put down from Arme onto Fly. Actually caught Arteezy here inside the pit. Jump in from Arme. They're going to be able to find Arteezy. It's a double kill. Poor Arme. They're not done yet.
Yeah, they will go back
Triple
inside
kill.
the pit. Like, he got stuck inside the pit. Usually it's on the cliff, but this time around, inside the pit, like, minus armor coming out from this is just too much. This is the play that I was talking about. Not necessarily need to sneak inside the roach pit, but make the fight through the roach pit where the Exorcism is running, then go in and take it.
I mean, that
That's a
move
baller
just
move.
exploded out of nowhere. EG were not ready for that. Now, EG very much feeling that they could get away with taking some of the triangle away from Arme. He was not going to let that pass.
Problem is they did not have Ravage. Like, they used the Ravage on the mid lane, got only 1 kill out of it, so they could have played a bit more passive.
See it again. Of course, a beautiful crit to start off the action there, just eliminating Fly from this plane of existence.
Yeah,
And then
we can
Arteezy,
see.
he's like, just kind of stuck in the pit. He headed in there initially to try and hide them.
Yeah,
With GQ chasing in.
PTZ could not get out of there.
Now there's a Deso done on Arme. That fight, those crits, that was coming up before the Deso.
So with the Desolator, like, they're gonna have a lot of damage. Like, these heroes don't have too much armor, especially Keeper of the Light. Like, we can see what Ame can do even pre-Deso,
Dire's
like how
top
much damage he can
tower
deal.
is
Crits right
feeling its
now.
mortality.
Light is not going to stand a chance if the RNG comes through for Armo.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. It will fall like a ripe apple.
Say gets in on it. This maybe be able to set something up. They've got the exorcism back in 30. Around the time, yeah, ISO's already with the Ravage with the go for the second round.
Ravage is ready. They also have a Blink Dagger, so it's going to be much easier for him to just jump in. Also, Tidehunter does not have like any hero in this game that he's really afraid of, besides like Dead Prophet Silence. If they don't focus him, just to silence and play around him, but he should be able to get the Ravage off if they try to focus him. It's pretty much the Necro unit. Like, he does not want to get his mana burn. Pretty limited on the mana, but we'll see. He's going to probably stay in the back lines and like get the first jump anyway.
Let's get his farm back on. Give you done before the next fight. Armo have created a bit of a spot of bother here as Arme and Baby down and found it. The backup comes in, but Chris got out to give the two man for Concha though. Shots over against both of them.
Oh, nice dodge.
Behind Arme. Arme's down the box. Right, and he gets the call down. See if Arme's able to get in. 4 kills out of his curse over the ball. Arteezy jumps to the dagger. The Phantom strike. Arteezy silence Arme. Gets a second. 2 kills here for the PA and PSG.LGD. They're not done. Looking over towards Arme.
He's out of cell. As the old center for himself. He's dividing his first time.
Arme, he's up in the air. One more crit would do it. Arme for the kill. He's going to be able to find it here. The Ghost cleaning up Arme. It's another team fight where Arme just getting set up into the action. These kills are really allowing him to catch right back up as this PA is looking pretty spooky for EG. It seems that they can't quite deal with it.
Oh, he's dealing so much damage right now, especially with the level 50. Like, they had the Aegis, he respawns. Alchemist doesn't have much armor. Like, he has the status resistance while ulti is running. He also has some extra regeneration from that ulti. SNY keeping him with the status resistance, but needs armor. Like, he's just gonna get blown up by the Phantom Assassin. They can lock him down. Like, this game is, you know, when you have Alchemist as a carry, you need to stay ahead. I think they lost like 7-8k gold lead in the last 5 minutes.
We've had at least 2 back-to-back fights now where Arme's just been involved in about 7 back-to-back kills. After the death, so BKB just a recipe away for Arme. Arteezy's got to get sort of these next items done. But the BKB, the AC, that's when things start to get a little better again against the PA, but these hits that Arme's coming in with,
he's closing in. He's closing in the gap. Only 3k. Mental war than Arme at the moment. But Arme, once he gets a BKB, he's really not afraid of any of the abilities. Like, the only ability that goes through Magic Immunity is Walrus Punch, which he's fine with. You know, they just can't lock him down.
Why? What happened?
Dyer's top tower
Arme wants to get involved in this.
This revealed the ward, so should get rewarded. This time around, PSG.LGD managed to kill only 1 tower.
Is under attack.
Nothing to say. BKB done. Just BKB is a must-have in this game.
Dyer's top tower is under attack. It fights for its life.
In both cores, Arme and nothing to say. I'll make the jump from EG more important to get seen if it's going to be that of the Ravage by size ties. There will be that window for Arme to react and get the BKB off before the tentacles attack him.
One tower, very low.
You handle such power.
Ravage is available, as you said. But they're not going to go for it. Oh, and you told me a story about Ice, why he's called like that. I didn't even know that. Can you, explain that?
I wonder if the viewers knew that. I was having a
Please
shower
explain
thought this morning. The Ice.
And you were thinking about Ice.
I was actually doing the shower. And Ice, it means ice cube, doesn't it? It's ice times ice times
Dyer's
ice.
bottom
Ice
tower
cube.
is under
Ice
attack.
I thought it was very smart. Smart man. And I was just like, wow.
No, I was blown away when he told me the story. That's why I'm not reacting. I can't really.
Ice cube.
Yeah, I can't fake my reaction. That's why I was just silent, because I can't be blown away twice by this fact.
Well, I feel like we've all learned something today. Chat might as well. A cube, by the way, is when you time
I foresee the Radiant's top tower falling short. Dyer's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah,
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Very interesting.
Very interesting. Outside side. Oh, he's in a bit of a spot of bother here. The setup's in. Gets a nice angle. And in fact, he's under the tower as well.
They are controlling him.
Pretty
Cast
dead
upon
here.
the tides.
Poor dear.
So EG, they lost so much advantage.
They lost the
They
flow of this
gave
game.
PSG ability to come back to this
Dyer's
game.
middle
Ame, he
tower
has a
is
bottle for nothing to
learning
say.
to fear.
Double damage, still up and running for about 15 seconds. Exorcism pop. Ame deeping top. They're just out. They feel, you know,
Dyer's middle tower
they're
is
fine with
under
this.
attack.
Like,
No
we
gale
have
can
Phantom
stop the
Assassin.
flames.
It's a super strong late game. He's going for Sanj on PA.
Pretty much that as you do on every single carry.
Yeah, just get that casual Sanj.
Yep.
The dusk is always ready for a fight.
Never a bad item to pick up and build. All the top teams in the world do this on. Most of the heroes don't even have to be a strength hero. Nice in the build up. Oh, fly. He's got to run. Right side coming in. Oh. The rabbits come out, but the BKB immediately there from Ame. Ame. The ball down. Yes, he's going to the BKB for the ball down.
Where's the quick there? There they are.
Ame takes down RTZ. BKB from Ame now coming to an end. Ame controls him with the remnant. Ame getting off the turn. Another crit. Another crit.
He's just cleaning up.
Triple kill. It's flying Ame. The last two members of life have got to run. Ame going to get back in the dagger. Flying over towards Ame. Ame over to the tree line with the dissimulate. The SGLG, they're going to continue to chase. What's got left? Hacker in. To the side. Missiles on his way over. Ahmed is going to get stuck.
Give him the rampage.
Give him the godlike.
No, it was not enough, man. That crit, like, he was so fast with the BKB. Dodged the Ravage, got 2 crits. On the Alchemist,
Yeah.
I think it's a mistake for Alchemist to buy Hyperstone instead of Plate Mail there, because yeah, like it's super greedy, especially, you know, because Phantom Assassin has that nest, so they have the minus armor.
BKB off. Perfect reaction to the Ravage by so it's perfect play for fake done. Brilliant roar, just locks down Arteezy for a good duration of the BKB.
And look at how much they helped him. Like, they used the healing salve, they're just healing him up. I believe there was also a Spirit Vessel coming up from the Pangolier. So he's kind of full HP, fight ready. Roshan, respawn, they have the vision with the Hawk inside the pit, plus the Solar Crest, so this is gonna hurt. Like, I love Fates Beyond itemization for this one. Like, no shenanigans, I'll get the Necro Book, I'll get the Solar Crest, just to amplify the amount of damage that my carry is doing.
Roshan done. And she's been held onto now by Ahmed. We've seen the pass. Cheese is over too. Potentially
Nope.
nothing to say.
Jesus mine.
Illusion.
Now, how do they kill him in these fights? This evasion, Blur is just doing so much. I mean, Arteezy, there is going to... Does he have to build an MKB in his build this game to be able to carry?
Yeah, they don't have enough. Like, they can't deal with him, so it's an item that Alpha does not want to buy, but might be forced to buy it here. Either that, or you might like try to get a Bloodthorn, but then you don't, you know, have it for BKB. They just slowed it down so much.
Dyer's middle tower is
Fights
under
that he
attack.
used to take that couldn't kill Ame. Just done so much for Ame. It's Ame, level 20, and only just behind that of what has been for the most part free farming Alchemist. Ame closing the gap. Arteezy, AC, it's 100 gold away. We'll have the AC up and running for the next fight. A little bit of protection to himself and his teammates from this high burst physical damage that Ame's jumping in with.
They need some kind of armor. Tidehunter building into Solar Crest. I like it. Try to tank up, give it to your Alchemist. Keep up the line, defending himself with the possible Ghost Scepter. Fred also wants to get a Solar Crest.
Dyer's middle tower has fallen.
But since you have like 2,000 gold, you're probably just gonna get a Blink Dagger anyway.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Sweep over
There is
towards
little it can do.
there at the moment. Targets. It's out as well. Away. turn on our bed. I think Chris going to have a better chance of getting in with the saves. Very important. Try and buy some time for the heroes that are getting jumped upon by Arme.
Nothing to say, just thinking about getting the Shiva's Guard. Now has Lotus Orb queued up. I also wouldn't mind him like getting E on disc just to be able to have something against that like first jump. They can potentially burst him as seen in the previous fight, you know, with the Alchemist and the Tide Hunter. He just blinks in.
And Arme's just going to turn straight towards him. Will be forced to safety by a fly. Shinji's going to come in with Rolling Thunder. Ice still left up on the high ground. The Remnant will grab Arme momentarily. EG is going to get in on this. She's going to pop the Ravage. So he's going to die. EG cannot fight around this. They've got to bail.
There's no follow-up. Like, nothing to say. Used BKB prematurely. This is why I said, you know, the Tide Hunter doesn't feel comfortable playing into Dead Prophet, especially if Dead Prophet just itemizes into second item BKB, which I really like, and they're not stopping. They're just gonna go. Status resistance item done on Phantom Assassin, SNY plus Nesso, level 20, -3 armor, so much minus armor. He also has Fan of Knives, which I just noticed, so he can break the Tide Hunter.
Last fight. He's going to jump in onto BKB. Hot can't easy trying to kill him now. He's got to run. The chase of Arme jumps in. He's going to back off. Doesn't want to dive too deep past the tower.
This is actually a really good shard upgrade. You know, damage type is pure 12% of max HP, so like everyone's super tanky. You apply the break. This is some old stuff from Dota 1 days. What was, yeah, you don't know. You don't know. I was trying to ask my co-caster about the name, about the name that the Phantom Assassin had in Dota 1.
Oh, I know the answer to that one.
You know? Okay,
yeah.
go ahead. I forgot.
It was Bob.
Bob, yeah. Bobby. Well, Bobby. Good old Barbarino.
Bob's Blur. Bob's Blade. All the abilities. Very intimate.
Can we evade it? Yes, we can. Oh, chat knows. It's Mortred. Yeah. Thank you, chat.
Your anger is useless.
Been around for a long time, chat. We know. They were playing Dota before it even.
Yeah, they know all the secrets. They know all the names.
For Arme, I mean, how do they kill this PA? How on earth do they do? I feel that until there's an MKB, or maybe with a Rapier queued up, he needs the
Yeah, this is like true strike. Okay,
you gotta go.
It's all in. Yep. They understand that the game is getting out of control. They're not farming much. They see, you know, this lineup is gonna scale. Like, they have so many stuff. You have Phantom Assassin, you have Dead Prophet, like Beastmaster is also heavy right clicker. Pangolier. This Pango, Shinju Pango, we don't talk too much about it, but he has pretty much the same amount of farm as Ice at the moment.
No, RTG has to do. Without a Rapier, they are never killing Arme. The only route could allow EG to turn things around. They get that jump, and sort of initiate. If they're making the Ravage and the RTs with the follow-up concoction, the Rapier should be enough lockdown to beat through this PA. But any other sort of build, it's just never getting done. Arme's going to live every time.
DP with the casual AC. Okay, not too bad. Just taking up the whole team pretty much.
I like it.
I'm wondering what he's going to drop, because he has a Blink Dagger if he needs that to initiate. Can't.
Dire's top tower is
maybe
under
if they
attack.
find
It fights
possibly
for its
like
life.
spider legs.
Oh, what, for RTZ?
Yeah, and then he can drop the phase boost.
Yeah, I
Dire's
guess
top
that's the
tower
dream for
is
him.
feeling
So he
its
can free up another slot.
mortality.
How many tier 3 items did they got? They found
The dusk is always ready.
Ceremonial Rogue. They found
No, they found them all.
Quickening Charm.
Radiant's bottom
There's not going to be any
tower
spider legs
is
today for him.
fading
They found the
fast.
3. No, sorry, yeah, no, you're right. Round 3. Still one to be found. So they need the RNG needs to be good for EG. I think you're absolutely right. They're definitely hoping for a spider leg. That fourth drop from there.
Because he wants to kill, like he wants to have the clean,
And
he
it
wants to
isn't.
have status resistance.
It's a quickening charm. So no spider legs for RTZ this game. He's going to have to just work with the 6 slots that he's been given. And obviously, if he could eventually get that blink upgraded to a swift blink, then the phase boosts are less necessary. He's still going to be able to get the jump and have a chance to chase.
Wait for tier 4 items. Maybe you get
Come and fight me.
the one that also gives you move speed, the flicker. My brain stopped working for a second.
Satanic done on Arme, and of course that dream.
Oh, they
combo.
still had one on
They
his
still had one.
paladin sword. All right, he'll take that.
Wait, what?
Divine Rapier.
I don't know what I was looking
Drop.
at.
So yeah, he needs to get rid of the phase boots. I think neutral item is a bug.
Yeah.
HQ.
Oh no, okay, I was anyway,
Didn't realize we had stealth.
jump onto Jinku.
You're good at that.
Now the moves of each.
He still doesn't know. He still doesn't know if he has the Divine Rapier. Smoke for another 5-6 seconds.
Yeah.
Next Roche may respawn in 15.
Strategies. Ideally, they want to get that done before they really try and commit with the rapier in a fight. They certainly may just be forced to fight sooner.
Fate Beyond has a shard upgrade. It's one of the best shards for sure. Where it's not about that, you know, damage or stun. Even though I've seen Fate Beyond do some amazing things once he can control the hawk. It's about being able to move the hawk and just control vision. It's just so good. Imagine having invis observer ward that you can control. It's like having Necky's mind around the map pretty much.
I am punching for you.
The smoke up from EG. They're going to walk through a blast, going to get the chance of the BKB to come off in for Arme. RTZ tries to stay on target. Absolutely down the rapier, but with the Satanic Arme, he's back up to full HP. Shoves over one side, the Ravage comes down, the BKB comes through, and RTZ's in, and he's taken Arme down. Ice perfectly holds the Ravage, ready for the BKB to end, gets the kill. See Arme getting caught in the combo on the high ground, roar out to RTZ. RTZ needs help, they're in on top of it, Crit comes in with a snowball save. Buyback
Blink
from the
ready.
Arme. Nice, they're on their way back over RTZ. He needs help, but he needs it now, but he goes down. Arme will be able to recover the rapier. Can he get it back to safety? He's up in the air. Still step ready. It's still to simulate. Arme's
He
going to
has
run.
it.
He's got to
Arme
save
has
it.
it.
Arbe's got to get that back to base.
Tower is under attack.
He's running.
There is
PSG.LGD,
little
they're
it
trying
can
to chase,
do.
but Arbe will manage to save the rapier.
Yeah, 2 buybacks just to secure that rapier. Roshan just respawned.
Fading fast.
He had enough. Maybe he got hit by something, but the snowball, blink dagger was available. I don't think it would matter that much because still Chemical Rage was not ready. Arme gone for 40 seconds. That was such a clutch Ravage though, coming out from Ice. Perfectly timed pretty much. BKB done. They get it. Managed to able to kill him.
No, they commit, of course, live steal the Satanic is going to do wonders. Arme straight back up to full, but just as the BKB ends, and literally, I think pretty much cast him when the BKB is going, knowing that it's going to end by the time the tentacles reach out and grab him, even though he's right next to him. Size presses it perfectly, but PSG.LGD still able to come in with a stronger fight. As soon as BKB is down on RTZ, he's vulnerable. Crit tries his best, but it's just too much. Goes south, RTZ just melts.
Yeah, it's just too much damage. Net Profit standing on top of you with the AC. Roshan still not dead. They're waiting for Ahmed to respawn because he does not have buyback.
Full lineup of BG back in play, but no Ravage for 50 seconds. Make his way back over. Rapier picks back up. Here we go. Roshan to be taken very quickly here by PSG.LGD. Is there going to be any chance of getting in? Not quick charge, but Roshan's already got it. Ahmed just turns towards Crit. 600 damage. Crit's gone out of the game. Ahmed, sees the roar of the Crit's in it. RTZ's down. As they'll manage to kill him off, detonate, and it's over with Rapier gone. GG is called. Game 2 will be taken by PSG.LGD as Arme's PA just pops up.
They know once he drops, they just don't have enough damage. They had such a huge lead. It was around 10,000. He was staying almost a double net worth of Arme. They got caught once. Pretty much that's all it took. They got caught once.